I didn't see her, I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she got here late.
She's in the back.
Yeah. Somebody said yesterday she's getting tested for COVID. How you doing? I mean,
What do you mean by that?
Morning, Victor.
Oh, I got one finally, but I had to read that one. Here.
good morning, I'm glad you're okay.
It's not COVID, my back went out on Monday night, which I informed.
Well, you know, COVID is responsible for everything in the United States in the last 3 years, you know.
This is why I've been wearing my Skechers all week, gentlemen.
Gotcha. I thought you just wanted to be comfortable.
I gotta be honest, I've never noticed your shoes unless you pointed them out, so. I'm a guy, I don't.
Yeah. I'm lucky to match my shoes.
Well, thank you for
I've done
waiting.
that, I've shown up with a black shoe, and now my black shoes and my Oxford shoes are different, because I've walked into my office. Two shoes, I put my feet on my desk and go, yep, black and Oxford, that doesn't work. It's gonna be a long day.
But you had another pair at home just like it.
Exactly right.
Come on, Karen, move over into the seat. Come on now.
In the big girl seat.
She is in the big girls.
Take your post. There you go.
Our Brewster is eminently replaceable.
Oh, wow. Just hope you guys know we're live. Okay.
Oh, are we supposed to?
Yes.
Oh, do we say loud?
Been
And if I'm gonna run against you from judge, I'm gonna talk about your shoes.
Judge, I can't even catch a shit.
That was colored, what's wrong with it? His wife has to take out his collar.
Well, hey, wait a minute. Being colorblind could be a good thing.
That's why lady judge.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna save both of you.
All right.
Please.
Good morning. It's welcome to the Lorain County Board of Commissioners. It's Friday, September 8th, 2023. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Moore,
I am here.
Commissioner Riddell,
Here.
Commissioner Hung.
Here.
We have a quorum. First up is our drawing for the Rain Baron gift certificate from the Lorain County Fair, sponsored by the Stormwater District, and it's Jessica Kozlowski today.
Good morning, Jessica.
Morning.
Good morning, commissioners. I am here today because Don couldn't make it, but we're going to do the drawing for the rain barrel, and then this year, a little different than years past, we also have a $50 gift card that we're going to raffle off. We made a new partnership this year for our rain barrel. This rain barrel was donated by Don Molds in Amherst. It values at $240, so we're very grateful that they were nice enough to partner with us on this. And then to help drive business back to our local businesses, we purchased the $50 gift card to Don Molds that we'll be drawing today too. That being said, do you guys have any other questions?
Nope.
Are you ready to draw?
Yeah, go ahead, draw it out.
Good
Oh, no, you
process.
guys get to do it.
No, you can.
Oh,
No, because there's about 300 people gonna be mad if we don't draw their name.
Make sure you do it.
Yeah.
So, there's a sticker. We'll put the sticker to you guys so you can't see.
So we gotta do this? Okay.
Jeff's getting a text that says,
Yeah, I
pick
know.
me, pick me.
Jessica.
Oh, you are.
I know.
Some of them are a little bit harder.
Yeah, Lynn Kresch, Kresch.
All right, so that one will be for the rain barrel.
I'll write down rain barrel. Okay,
Congratulations, Lynn.
Would you like to draw?
go ahead.
And the gift card.
Amber Lutz.
Address?
There is a Gmail and a phone number.
What's that for? That's for ticket or gift. Okay, gift card. So a lot of people came to the booth at the fair, I take it?
Yeah, so we.
I mean, it's kind of
we have-
ironic that we gave away a rain barrel at the fair.
It's a full grade.
Okay.
Usually it's not as bad as what it was this year, but
Yeah.
we always get rain at the
That was
fair.
full.
Yeah, we didn't have quite as many entries this year, but
Really?
we still had 393 entries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if for all the others that didn't win, we do have another rain barrel. We have an event this month. We will be at the farm tour, raffling off another one. That one came from Farm and Home in Wellington, and we also have a gift card to them for $50, just like Don Mold's. So
And the purpose.
come out and
can
see
you-
us at the farm
Can you
tour.
describe a little what's a rain barrel purpose? Like how?
So the rain barrel, you hook it up to your gutters. I do believe this one is 50 or 55 gallons is what it collects. And then you hook a hose up and you can water your flower beds or your garden. So it, one, helps with your runoff a little bit, not a whole bunch, but you can connect them together and have more than one. And then usually plants like rainwater better than they like, your city water. So,
Okay.
but that's the gist of what a rain barrel is.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in and sharing this moment with us.
Thank you.
And good luck. Thank you.
Resolutions number 1, investments.
We have one page of investments. I move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
2, appropriations.
These are today's appropriations. I move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
3, transfers.
These are today's transfers. I move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Number 4, advances, repayments. There were none. Number 5, requisitions.
Okay, this is page 1 of 2. Any questions? Page 2 of 2. Any questions? I move to approve pages 1 and 2.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Number 6, travel.
Move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Number 7, bills.
We have 5 pages today. This is page 1 of 5. Page 2, please. Page 3, please. Page 4. And page 5. Move to approve pages 1 through 5 on the bills.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
8, commissioners may recess an executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
Okay, looks like we may be going to executive session, so we'll revisit this.
See, public comment on agenda items. I don't have any.
Has anybody signed
forms.
up?
Nope. Is there any old business?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to share with the public that yesterday we had our inaugural meeting for the strategic planning, and 15 members of our community gathered and met our consultant and the people that will actually do the heavy lifting, and they started their plan and gave us a timetable. And just want to share that, some of these things, we start them and then we tell you at the end that they're done. And on this one, we're going to be doing periodic updates so that you have an idea of where and how to plug in. But very soon there will be a portal on the website where everybody in the community can jump in and take a survey and participate in the strategic planning process. And I have to say, I was very happy to see what happened yesterday. I think we're starting on a momentous project for Lorain County, and we had the entire support of the electeds and the directors, with the exception of one. And I think I think 99.9 is a great percentage. You know, you can't always get 100%, but we have 99% of the people that are being paid by your tax dollars are engaged in this project to find out what the taxpayers want us and need us to do. And I was very happy with that. And kudos to Dave Greenspan. It was a great meeting and accomplished exactly what we wanted to do on the kickoff. And so your tax dollars are at work for you.
Anything further? Board business. Number 9, Job and Family Services. Approve and enter an ODJFS sub-grant agreement for state fiscal year 24 and 25, effective July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2025, in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 5101.21.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Solid Waste, 10, amend Resolution 23-542, adopted July 28, 2023, authorizing a reimbursement payment to NEM Construction, Inc., Lorain, in the amount of $300,000 from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency, passing through the Lorain County Solid Waste Management District. This is for scrap tires. Amendment is to reflect the correct account number as Recycle Ohio Pass-Through Grant, Commissioners, Health, Other Expenses Grant, Recycles Ohio.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Under Stormwater Management, 11, award a consulting services agreement to KS Associates in the amount of $11,500 for surveying of Roland Park in Elyria Township for a project required by their NPDES permit, which will be paid from the professional services account.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Under Transit, 12, authorizing various filings of applications with ODOT for fiscal year 25 transportation assistance grants. These grants may include the Ohio Elderly and Disabled Transit Fare Assistance Program, the Urban Transit Program, Ohio Transit Partnership Program, and any other state grants that may be applicable to Lorain County Transit. Authorize administrator to file applications and execute contracts and furnish such additional information as the ODOT may require in connection with these applications.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
You want to have a discussion, or do you want to wait until your report? Yeah, because we had to have some of these reports, we had to get in by September 11th, so that's why.
Correct, yeah. So the resolution that you're actually approving just gives us the okay to apply for the grant funding. So the process is similar to what we do for FAA, where we get your permission to apply. And then when we submit the application, if we get the award, they'll notify us, and then we could come back and get your permission to accept the grant. Commissioner Moore and I did sit down and meet with the United Way and also with Pam Novak, who's still out on medical. We had a very nice meeting on how we can reorganize our transit in order to provide services to those that are in need in our most populated areas. So primarily, we're looking at providing a micro-transit type service via fixed routes in the city of Elyria and the city of Lorain. And then we would have connector routes between those two areas to try to get folks moving in between Lorain and Elyria, and also a third connector from North Ridgeville into Cuyahoga County. I think it's Route 55 is the RTA bus that we're trying to connect through. So there's a little bit more work that needs to happen. It's a good time for us to start doing these kinds of things because we're actually nearing the end of our current contract for services with First Transit. So we will have to go back out for proposals for a provider. So we're hoping probably, I want to say by November, we'll be able to produce that final document and move forward.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for, how do I call it, interpreting my vision because we're dealing with people that have been dealing with transit for 23 years, doing it over and over and thinking it's going to get better. It was a good meeting, and I know you were, how do I say it, very good at communicating what we believe as as we move forward, what's going to be the most efficient and effective way to get people on board,
Right.
and hopefully maybe in the next 90 days we'll be able to give them a better plan, visuals, and then we can start showing the public where we're going to start moving forward. All trying to do this all within the current budget that it's operating under. Because right now, doing the same thing every year over and over and having nobody ride the system because it's a 2-hour wait is not working. So after 23 years, because I tried this the first time, I'm very excited about, as you can tell by my voice, I'm very excited. Anyway, I'm very excited that finally we're moving forward in a positive direction, for those that need it the most. So I know you're doing a lot of work on it, so.
Yeah, well, and I'm excited that Pam should be returning
Yeah.
to the workplace here instead of doing remotely. I think she said September 18th or
Yeah, September 18th.
a week from Monday, yes.
Yeah.
That'll help us a lot.
Our Zoom meetings with her has been interesting, so,
Yeah.
but,
But having her physical presence is gonna help us a lot to move forward faster.
yeah. Well, thank you.
Anything further? Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Arnold?
Yes,
Commissioner Rendell?
Aye.
Adult Probation 13, Amendment Resolution 23-439, adopted June 16, 2023, approving a grant agreement in the amount of $5,877,588 with the Ohio Department of Rehab and Correction, Division of Parole and Community Services, Bureau of Community Sanctions, Community Corrections grant. Amendment is to reflect an increase of $118,798 that will provide additional funds to allow Lorain County Adult Probation Department to work in conjunction with the Ohio Department of Rehab and Correction to include the Community Corrections Grant with $88,013 to CCA, which is Community Correction Act, and $30,785 to PSG, Probation Subsidy Grant, that will end June 30th, 2025, for a total grant award of $5,996,386.
So moved.
second?
Discussion.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Joella Mitchell, the director. We met on June 16th. Did you want to say anything? No. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, Mr. Petticord, and good morning, Ms. Upton. So I am here today because of the resolution that was adopted on June 16th. Since that time, the Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections had additional funding that they're offering all counties in Ohio. Because we did so well on our grant audit standards, we were eligible for that. So that is why we're here today regarding the amended grant amount. Some of the audit standards that we did well on, I just thought you'd want to know, they rated us on the completion of our recovery participants within recovery court, an increase, and we did that. They asked us to reduce the amount of felony 4 convictions sent to the prisons. We did that. And they also asked us to reduce the number of community control violators sent to prison. We did that. The extra amount that we would be receiving would be helping with our salary of our staff, while also giving us more resources. We use a lot of cognitive behavioral programming that we do at the department, trying to modify risk thinking, criminogenic needs, that kind of things that help them change the way they're thinking, better choices, which helps not lead them back to prison. So that's where the additional funding would go to.
So how do they, well, no, both, either one of you can answer this question, because you said something that intrigues me.
Mm-hmm.
They're congratulating you because we're not sending felons to jail?
To some degree, you could say that, but the funding is used for our staff to use with the offenders, be able to engage them in more appropriate. I mean, when you're sending them to prison, they're very limited. The cost to incarcerate somebody is extremely high. Keeping them in the community and working with them, sending them to programming, treatment, therapy, helps reduce recidivism. So it also reduces the cost to the prison, so it's better to give us the money to keep them out.
Okay. And then in November, we're going to be having budget hearings. So I'm going to be asking a question right now in regards to 2024. Do you guys have a pretty good grasp of ballparks of what kind of grants you'll be receiving next year, such as this, on what you get on an annual basis?
Actually, the grants here are for the next fiscal year, which includes 2024. So the probation department, and I'm Sherry Clauser, I'm the court administrator. The probation department is almost 100% funded through grants that are outside from the county. So those are not general fund dollars that we are running the probation department with. But yes, we would have all that included in the budget presentation.
What would you say, how close you are in predicting how much money you receive in grants? Would you say you probably hit about 95 to 110% of what your budget is for a year?
Yes,
Okay,
definitely,
okay,
for the probation department.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of them. They were also, Joellen didn't let you know, but they were nominated for the Cliff Skeen Award. Only 3 counties out of the 88 are nominated for that, for the state. And they were one of the top 3 that were nominated. And this is the 4th time that they've been nominated for this. So I'm very, very proud of the work that they do.
Good.
And the number 1 mission with the probation department is public safety. So you asked about the felons and going to prison. Public safety is the number 1 list on our mission statement.
Mr. President. I want to thank you for your comments and the fact that people need to know that even though it's not their general fund dollars that they pay Lorain County, it's still their tax dollars. And we still have to shepherd those the same way we would if it was Lorain County dollars. Just because it comes from the state or the federal government doesn't make it free. And I sense that both of you appreciate that. And secondly, we need to make, I like the part where you make a difference. We don't want to take this money just to pay salaries and keep doing what we're doing. When we get these extra awards that you have earned, we need to make sure that they do something different that makes a difference.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Anything further? Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Board elections, 14, award contract to Crown Commercial Construction Medina for the interior and exterior alterations, Lorain County Board of Elections. Said alterations will be paid from the capital improvements account.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Sheriff, 15, untable resolution 23606, adopted August 25th, 2023, to authorize the sheriff to apply for the Justice Assistance Grant, JAG, to purchase conducive energy devices for law enforcement division in the amount of $48,882, and enter in a disparate allocation to include the cities of Elyria and Lorain and the sheriff's office, which each will receive $16,294.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Okay, now we need a motion to approve, to authorize the sheriff to apply, because we just did untabled.
Yeah, I know. So just move to approve the resolution.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
16, receive and file the annual report submitted by Lorain County Sheriff's Office of all fines and costs collected by the Sheriff's Office in the amount of $228,250.60 for the year next preceding September 1st, 2023, in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 311.16.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
I don't have anything for public comment.
No. County Administrator, did I steal your thunder already on the transit, or do you have other things?
No, I have a few other things.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, just to let everyone know, the public know, that we are still working on our wireless communication system. We are currently in the question and answer period. So our consultant is receiving questions from the bidders and then replying to them on a weekly basis as far as the answers go. We are still on schedule to get our proposals back on October 20th. So I think up until this point, things have been running pretty smooth, and we haven't had any issues. So far, so good. Also, for our Emergency Management Agency addition, we are currently out to bid for that project as well. There is a mandatory pre-bid meeting set for Tuesday, September 12th at 10 a.m. So all interested parties must be in attendance at that mandatory meeting in order to bid that project. And just a couple things on the Board of Elections. I know Mr. Baker kind of stopped me in the back of the room on my way in. So the contract amount is $158,011. That was the base bid. It was the only bid we received, and it is a prevailing wage job. Excuse me. And this was on our calendar, mine and Mr. Armbruster. We are scheduled to go to Norfolk Southern Rail Safety and Emergency Response Training in Lorain on Thursday, September 21st. So that's a 4-hour training event. And this is at a higher level, just so that we can understand what our role is in an emergency if we do have a train derailment here in Lorain County.
Is Freeman going or just?
I think Freeman's already gone to the training. His training would be a little different than ours.
Oh, okay.
You know, again, this is like at a higher level, just so that we would be more prepared in case something happens. And that concludes my report.
Go ahead.
No, that was,
May I?
yeah, I was gonna go on to the clerk's
Question,
report.
Are we on schedule to complete the project at Jobs and Family Services today as predicted?
Yes and no. So,
Uh-oh.
I think they're probably gonna need another day. So we did get a setback. We had additional rains that came, and that's kind of set us back another day.
Okay.
We've been watching pretty strict. The inside work is still on schedule. The outside work is dragging a little bit, but we've been pushing in order to get it done. So the goal is to get the outside done so that we can then make the final determination that we do not have any additional water entering into the building before we do the finished work.
I agree. We don't want to fix the inside just to have it happen again. We need to make sure the outside's working accordingly.
Right, and we're gonna do a little belts and suspenders over there, so we're also looking into doing some additional waterproofing on the, about 12 inches below grade on the concrete to make sure that we're sealing any openings. So we're trying to do anything and everything we can to make sure we don't have that happen again.
Mr. President? Karen, also to follow up with you on the Board of Elections, that was a project that was started summer of 2021. I remember you and I going over there, and it was multi-phased. Is this the last piece of it that we're passing today?
Yes, this
All
will be
right.
the last piece. It's hard for me to, let me see, we're gonna go back a little bit, because this is the last piece that we will need an architect for to bid out for a construction contractor. I do anticipate getting a grant to do some LED lighting out there. So if you saw on the recap sheet, that was one of the alternates that we had available to us. So instead of paying this particular contractor to do that work, we have the ability to get the grant funds that we had talked about before for energy efficiency, $250,000 per building, and that will cover our costs for doing the LED lighting improvements.
Okay, thanks for all your work on that, and thanks our staff over there at the Board of Elections for living and working through the construction for,
Phases.
Yeah.
The phases have been somewhat necessary over there because of their schedule with regards to
and you work closely?
election. Yeah,
Right, you
election
work
day.
closely, so.
So, the time to do construction, it's similar like when they do road work, construction season. It's the same at the Board of Elections. So we have to do it in between election day. And that gets to be a little hairy sometimes. But we've done pretty good so far.
Yep, you have.
Oh,
Mr. President. Karen, I'd like the staff to take a look at why it's happened before, and on a job of this size, not only would I have expected more bidders, but more local bidders. This isn't a $10 million job where we had to get somebody from Cleveland and Columbus. And I think we should take a look at what we're doing and how we're doing it and how we're advertising it, because it's discouraging. There are people that would look for this job, and I have to believe we could have had more bidders. And not that we're trying to get by on the cheap, but we need to make sure we're not only spending the money appropriately, and with one bidder, you just don't know. And I have to believe we could have had more local participation somehow, and I think we need to maybe pick up the phone and call a few people that, local people, and say, did you know about this job? And did you, you couldn't bid it because you're busy? That's fine. but, oh, I didn't know about the job, that's a red flag.
Right, right. I was surprised as well, because generally we do get pretty good participation from our local folks. So I agree that we do need to do a better job, and that's one of the reasons why in my report earlier, I brought up the fact that we are out to bid for our EMA additions. Just another way of getting the message out to as many people as we can.
Sometimes, living in that world for 50 years gives me a little different perspective, but there are times when contractors don't bid jobs because the drawings aren't clear, or they're confusing, or whatever. So that's also part of investigating and why we only got one bid.
Right. We always, almost always, and Casey, my sidekick here, we always get contacted by Bidders Exchange and Construct Connect, Builders Exchange and Construct Connect. And that's a plan room. So what they do is they actually purchase the documents and then they send it out to their members as a way to try to generate interest. But
And
if
that's
you're not a
and
member.
that's a part of the process is that they do that, but they only reach out to their members to say,
Right.
hey, here's a job you can bid. If you don't buy the subscription to those two services, you don't know that that job is there.
Yes, sir.
It might be bad business strategy on the part of the contractor, but these guys are local, they're our contractors, and we need to make sure we're reaching out to them.
I agree. I agree. I was disappointed in only getting one bid myself, so.
This is America, it's built on competition. When you only get one bid, there has to be a reason.
Okay, clerk report.
I have nothing. Board correspondence?
Move to waive the reading of the board correspondence.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
All right.
Okay, I move to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing personnel and pending litigation and current litigation and potential litigation. And
I do have one thing that I was going through my email this morning from Karen I would like to discuss with the board if we can, and that would be public contracting as well.
in a public contract issue.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner
Do
Moore?
we have a timeline for the public?
No.
No, okay.
We have the time. I will be short because lawyers never talk too much, so
No.
I'll be very short.
Unless it's billable. Okay.
Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
All right.
Thank you. Okay, Vic, we'll see ya. And we're back. I move to approve the personnel summary sheet.
Second?
Discussion? Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
And we are adjourned. Thank you.
Did I sign everything?